Welcome back to Grey County Life. My next guest is a name I see all over Facebook and the internet associated with the Owen Sound attack.
Good.
Brandon Vandershot from Coldwell Banker Lifestyles Realty.
Yes.
You're not here to talk about hockey today?
Not today. I mean, if we end up there, that's what happens. But wasn't the primary goal. So
that's probably what's going to happen because, like I said, see your name. That's such a huge advertising thing for yourself. Like I said, I've been seeing your name all year long, and I finally get a chance to meet you today.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's a pleasure to be here, and of course, I mean, it's that time of year now. We're getting into the swing of things. I know you're talking about the Knights. You got that going on. We've got the attack going on, and everybody with a little one locally here is now going to be firing up and getting the kids out to the rink. So
that's right. So, but we're here to talk about real estate today,
yes, sir.
And the real estate market in this area has just been booming over the past year, if not longer.
Absolutely.
And so let's talk about that.
Sure. Absolutely. We've had a heck of a year. I think it's been well publicized kind of here, there, and everywhere. This has been a phenomenal year for sellers, an exciting year for buyers. I mean, inventory's kind of been tight all year. We still are a little tight even now, but just an exciting year. Some of the new developments that are coming, some of the stuff that's going on in the area, been phenomenal.
Well, I know people that I know put their house up on the market, and in one case, a friend of mine, I think it was up for one day.
Yep.
And they actually got more than what they were asking for the house.
Yep, that's what I mean. It's been an exciting time for buyers, sellers especially, but buyers got interesting there because there have been more of those this year than I've seen since I got in about 4 years ago. So it has been really, really interesting to watch because it's that Toronto mentality coming to an Owen Sound pace. So it's been interesting.
That's right, yeah, and so the reason for the trend for it to explode like it did in the past year and a half, what attributes that? I guess bank rates have a lot to do with it, but any other factors that work into that?
Well, I think there's two big things that came into play this year. Number one, like you said, I'm going to go with kind of the financial situation. Everybody, I mean, the stock market broke another record. Everybody seems to be very confident with what's going on right now. We're seeing Toronto explode. We're seeing KW, Guelph, kind of the Golden Horseshoe Valley there exploding. And with that is bringing out some money that, would have never moved. And they're coming into the area and seeing what I'm going to call number two, we're getting discovered up here. We are spoiled. We have some of the most incredible scenery, some of the most incredible amenities and services in the area. So people are starting to find that and realizing, you know what, I want to live there. I want to go up there and I want to find myself a spot on the beach. I want to be near the water. I want to go hike the apple pie trail or go skiing all winter. They have those options. They're seeing them and they're coming up here. The other big play I think coming into the area is Collingwood's expansion. I mean, the average house there is getting close to $500,000 now.
It's insane, isn't it? Yeah,
unbelievable.
Wow. What it was before Interwest, I know a few people that had an idea that Interwest was coming in, and they bought up the properties over there, and they doubled their money.
Well, that's
right
exactly
after that. So, but it's only grown from there, as you're saying.
Well, that's exactly. I actually have a client over there who he picked one up at the beginning of the summer, and he closed it about 3 months ago now, and he was saying that when he closed it, we looked around the neighborhood and saw the places in his neighborhood were selling for about $100,000 more than he paid for comparable houses. So seeing that kind of expansion that quickly, I mean, you're starting to see it now. They've run right out of inventory. They're at extreme lows over there, and it's getting tough to find properties. So we're seeing that market, and the numbers are slowing down, but the pace and the buyers are still standing there on standby, waiting, ready to go.
That's fantastic for this region in particular, and as you said, a lot of people are discovering this area, and that was true. I went to school and I lived in Toronto for a number of years, 10 or 12 years, but it was like I'd tell people where I'm from. Owen Sound. Oh, that's where Bobby Orr's from. No, wrong sound. That's Perry Sound. Or have you heard of Sauble Beach? No, Wasaga Beach. That's that was the mindset. But now I've been back for almost 30 years, but people, as you said, are discovering not just the Georgian Bay area, Owen Sound, Sauble Beach, and then the big influx heading now up to the Tobermory area as well, right up the Bruce Peninsula.
It's exploded. I think I heard a little rumor they had the Coast Guard flying out trying to scout out some other islands. I heard Bears Rump may be on the menu for next year, but yeah, it's been ridiculous watching all the traffic. And I know what you're talking about, because you say to somebody, oh yeah, I'm from Owentown, well, where's that? And my default answer would go, well, we're about 3 hours to the north of Toronto. And that seemed to be able, everybody could connect that dot, but yeah, that's kind of the way, and now people are actually seeing it. They know us, they know what we're about, they know what's in our area, and they want to come here, they want to live here.
And that's very true. My day job is at a restaurant that's outside of Owentown, Kettle's Restaurant, out near Chatsworth, and we get a huge amount of tourists coming in there in the summertime, and exactly echoing. Sorry,
I said I don't think I've ever seen that parking lot empty.
Oh, it's never empty. Yeah, that's why I look as old as I do. I'm really only 25, but
oh, hey, you're doing well.
But you hear, we hear it all the time. I've been there for about 10 years now, and you hear it all the time. I've never been up here before. Some people just taking a day trip, get on Highway 10 and take a run up, and they go, it's amazing. So, and case in fact, my in-laws, who they used to holiday in, or have a cottage in Muskoka for their family's history pretty much, but they came over here, saw Sauble Beach. They've been living there for about the last 10 or 15 years. So.
Well, and then when they come from over there, they see the prices compared to what they're paying over there and go, oh, well, maybe we can make this work out at the end of the day, because, oh man, I just see some of those numbers come across the board. That is incredible.
Well, I think the money that they sold their place for in Muskoka, they took half of that money, bought a place that was probably 10 times better.
That's generally what happens, yeah.
But they've absolutely fallen in love with the area, and everybody has. And like I said, you know, I moved away for a number of years, but you come up here after a while, you start seeing it as a visitor. You go, why did I ever leave this area?
Absolutely.
So, and then you end up coming home. So
well, it's kind of a neat blend. I mean, the people have a big part of it too. I consistently hear, and it's a kind of a weird thing because we don't even think about it, but when you go to the drive-thru, it's not what do you want, it's hey, how's it going? Can I take your order?
Right.
And you know, people coming out of Toronto, they love that stuff. I mean, they're used to it. They walk in the door and what do you want? It's just efficiency, and up here, you know, they take the time, get to know you, and then of course, yeah, the area, the amenities, it's an easy package to sell.
It certainly is, and it make your job a lot easier.
It can, yeah.
To a certain degree.
It does help huge, but yeah, no, it comes down to what the people want. I mean, the Toronto mentality, they still want those more modern homes, and we've got a lot of Victorian stuff like that, which they love the character, but they're not always ready for the work. So it makes it an interesting conversation.
And sometimes, you know, it's something simple as updating the amenities, updating the bathrooms, updating the kitchens and things like that.
Absolutely.
So, and it certainly helps your case in getting yourself aligned with one of the biggest games in town. That's the Owentown Attack. So I promised, did I promise not to go back to that? We knew that was going to come around. We knew it was going to come around. Right.
Well, it's always an exciting time, and being such a huge local attraction, it's hard to step around it. So.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much for doing this today. Best of luck. In this market, I don't think you need much luck, but thanks so much for being here.
Pleasure to meet you and come out here today. So.
All right, great. Thank you very much, and we'll be back with more wonderful guests on Grey County Life.